Hello, this is Algebra 2. We're in Chapter 8, Section 6, page 3 of the notes. We have this super long example 4. It looks intimidating. It's mostly long. It's about as hard as example 3 was. It might even be slightly easier. However, they did try to make it hard by doing things in the wrong order first. So, we got this long equation to solve, and then it says the LCD is blah. The answer is you don't know what the LCD is. You need to do the next line first. You need to factor that first denominator. X squared minus 16 is x minus 4 times x plus 4. That's what you needed. And because you know that now you can compare all of the denominators. And now you can say the LCD is x minus 4 times x plus 4, because that accounts for all of the denominator factors. But you didn't know that before you factored it. Alright, let's carry on, shall we? So, we're multiplying the left by this new LCD, x minus 4 times x plus 4. For some reason, they just wanted us to continue writing the new denominator. And on the right of the equation, which is down half a step because the book has terrible page layout, we're also writing multiplied by x minus 4 times x plus 4. Boom. That's the LCD. That's it. Now, time to distribute and have fun. Okay, so on the left, the x minus 4 times x plus 4 distributes into the first term, and both of the x minus 4s and the x plus 4s cancel. Boom, 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 boom. You just have 6x squared. Now, this also distributes into the negative 3x over x plus 4. And we had ourselves a negative 3x. And the x plus 4's cancel. Boom, boom. So it's just times x minus 4. Over on the right of the equal sign, this x minus 4, x plus 4 distributes or multiplies, and the x minus 4's cancel. Boom, boom. And you just have the 4 and the x plus 4. So, with that in mind, I'm just going to write it all out. I have 6x squared minus 3x squared plus 12x. And over there I've got, a 4x and a 16. So we're going to... Okay, so we now have to subtract 4x from this, so it's really 8x. And instead of plus 16, we're now talking about minus 16 because it's on the other side of the equation. And now I see that 6x squared minus 3x squared was originally meant to be written just as 3x squared. Alright, now we're starting to get somewhere. Oops, excuse me. We need to go ahead and factor this. This is, one of the more annoying factoring problems. But it's going to have to be a 3x and an x. Pretty much stuck with that. And you need some sort of factors of negative 16, make it work so that you end up with plus 8. And I think we're going to end up with here is plus 4 and then minus 4. And that way you'll end up with plus 12x and minus 4x. And that makes positive 8x. So 3x minus 4 equals 0, or x plus 4 equals 0. Remember, we got it equal to 0. We factored it, and this is where we are. I need to change the screen layout here just a little bit. I have to rewrite this. You already have this. This is not new for you. 3x minus 4 equals 0, or x plus 4 equals 0. So in the first case, x equals 4/3. In the second case, x equals -4. All right. Now, if you do the check, here's what's going to happen. If you do the check, if you plug positive 4/3 back in there, it should all work out gloriously. But if you plug -4 in there, oh yeah, you end up dividing by 0. Don't do that. Don't do that. So -4, it ends up being extraneous. It causes problems. It doesn't equal. It just can't possibly work. So it says it results in, and the answer is we're going to result in division by 0. Which is undefined. But certainly you know that by now. So, -4 is no good, it's bad, it's extraneous. 4/3 is, in fact, the good answer. Alright. Near the end here, folks. But, finally, one checkpoint on this. So, as always, I'm going to wait a few seconds. I highly suggest you pause this thing. Just try to get started, if at all possible. See how far you can go. I promise you, I'll be back in a few seconds with the entire answer laid out for you. Okay, so the first thing I really suggest you do here is factor that denominator of x squared minus 9, and instead get rid of it and call it x plus 3 times x minus 3. You want to be working with factors, not bigger polynomials. Once you do that, then you're ready to multiply both sides of the equation by x plus 3 times x minus 3. That's enough to cancel all the denominators. General non-fraction happiness everywhere. When you do that, the first term turns into just 8x squared. The second term turns into -4x times x minus 3. On the right, you have just 2 times x plus 3. Boom, boom, boom. Distribute some stuff, bring it around to 0. You end up with 4x squared plus 10x minus 6 equals 0. That's great. Factor out the common 2 to bring the numbers down. So it's 2 on the outside. 2x squared plus 5x minus 3 equals 0. Factor that. 2x minus 1, x plus 3. Makes your answers x equals 1/2 and x equals -3. And then when you check them, 1/2 works out great. If you plug it in to a calculator or something, the left side of the equation is the same as the right side of the equation. Yay. But when you plug in -3, you end up dividing by 0, the universe explodes, and bad things happen. We don't want bad things to happen. So, x equals 1/2 is an answer. X equals -3 is an extraneous answer. That's the end of the checkpoint. That's the end of the page. That's the end of this section of notes. Thank you for watching.